This is exactly how often you should post on Instagram depending on your account type and your goals to achieve optimal growth. Let's get into it. Now, there are a few different factors that play into how often you specifically should be posting on your Instagram, from what your goal is on social media to what type of account you have on Instagram to the type of content you post, right down to the amount of time that you have to actually allocate to growing your Instagram. Now, I will cover each pillar so that we can calculate exactly how often you should be posting and give you some clarity around that as accurately as we can from a YouTube video. Now, the first factor is what type of account do you have on Instagram? Because there are multiple types of accounts. You have personal pages, personal brands, business accounts, theme pages, repost accounts, and a few other random ones. Now, the type of account you have heavily plays into your posting cadence, because you see a local business is most likely using social media to showcase their work and supplement their other marketing. So for example, if someone finds them on Google, searches them up, hears about them on the radio, or is referred to them by a friend, they want to land on your Instagram and see what it's all about. So in this situation, your Instagram is more so about showcasing your business, showing you're active online, rather than posting a ton of content trying to grow aggressively. On the other hand, a personal brand may have Instagram as a core part of their business, with a big focus on reaching new people through the platform to turn them into customers. In this case, you're probably going to be looking at posting daily content to reach as many people as you can. Then more aggressively than that, you have theme pages, which are born and die on Instagram. Your content and your account is all that matters. There's no outside marketing. It's all about your Instagram. In this case, you may want to post multiple times per day to really crank up the growth on your account, as it's all you have to focus on is just posting content. Now, I want you to write down what sort of category you fit into, and then we can come back to that later when we look to calculate this. Now, the second factor you want to look at is what is your goal on social media, or Instagram specifically. Now, the bigger your goal, the more often you will need to post to achieve it. Now, this is down to the fact that the more content you get out there, the more chances of new people finding your content, the more data you have on what works, the more data Instagram have on who likes your content, and the better you'll become at creating great content through repetition. So I want you to look at how aggressive your goals are on social media and factor that into your plan on how much you will be posting. The more you post, the faster you grow, assuming everything else stays the same. If you hurt the quality of your content by trying to post more, you won't necessarily grow faster, but if your content stays the same, and you just post more often, you will likely grow faster. Now, to give you some rough numbers, if your goal is to go from 0 to 1,000 followers in 12 months, you probably only need to post once a week. If you want to build your account from 0 to 10,000 followers in the next 12 months, you'll probably want to boost that up to sort of a minimum of 3 times per week. And if you want to build your account from nothing to over 100,000 followers in the next 12 months, you're going to be wanting to post daily at least. Now, even though I've just said to gain 1,000 followers in 12 months, you will want to be posting once a week. Please remember that by increasing that frequency, again, assuming the quality stays the same, it'll improve your chances of hitting that goal or getting to that goal faster. You don't have to do the minimum. You can always bump it up a little bit to try and grow faster. So the second thing I want you to write down to figure out how often you post is going to be what your goal is on social media. Now, the third thing we want to look at is what type of content do you post, and the complexity of this content to create it. Because simple talking head videos explaining a concept or reacting to content is much lower effort to make and can be batch filmed, so you can post daily very easily. Whereas well-planned, professionally edited cinematic videos are higher effort. You see, the more effort it requires to create, the less often you want to be posting so that you can make sure it's actually good. And also because chances are the people you're competing for attention with are posting less often too, because their stuff is really high quality. On the other hand, a theme page that simply reposts content, it might only take them 5 minutes to make a post, as they will scroll on social media, try and find a piece of content, save it, maybe add some context to it, and then post it. Or they put something together themselves quickly in Canva or CapCut without having to shoot anything. So in that situation, there's no reason someone can't spend 30 minutes a day to post 2 to 3 times a day. Whereas a personal brand or a business owner might take an hour to create each post. And so with the same time investment, they'll be posting 2 to 4 times per week instead of per day. Now, if you take these sort of 3 core factors that we've just sort of briefly discussed and write them down, you'll be able to come up with, probably on your own, a reasonably accurate number of exactly how much you should be posting. But let's run through a few examples and look at how you might go about things. So a local business with a small goal of social media growth that's not worried about aggressively trying to grow it should be posting once per week simply to show they're active, showcase their work, and get themselves out there. If the content that they post is really low effort and just simple stuff, they could look to bump this up to twice per week to improve their results. If on the other hand, you're the same local business, but you really want to go hard on social media this year, then maybe you bump this up to 3 to 4 times per week. If you have massive goals and you want to take over on social and just dominate the space, maybe you're posting 5 to 7 times a week. Now, another example could be a personal brand. If you have a big focus on social media growth because it is the main way that you generate leads for your business, then you should be posting a minimum of 5 times a week to grow your brand organically as fast as possible, because in this situation, Instagram is very important and the lifeblood of your business. Now, if your personal brand is all about fitness, for example, and you already have a ton of regular clients and you're well known in your local community, so you get a lot of referral business, and you are less reliant on social media, but you still want to grow and use it as a way to showcase your work and so on, then maybe you lower this number down to sort of twice a week, because in that situation, you just want to get in front of people, you want to remind them of who you are, you want to give them some good value and have a catalog of content there, but you're not sort of relying on it to grow your business. Now, if you're a theme page, you really have no excuse to post anything less than daily content. Even if you are creating the content, you can sit down and batch create 7 videos each Sunday to post daily during the week. If you are reposting or repurposing content, then you should definitely be looking to post multiple times a day. When I was growing theme pages back in the day, I was posting 4 or 5 times a day, every single day on these accounts, because the content was simple to make. It was reposting or repurposing, low effort, and so in that situation you should be posting heaps. Remember that, as mentioned with these numbers, you can always post more to improve your results. It's not necessarily set in stone. That's why I included the variable of your goals. If you have bigger goals and you want to reach your goals faster, you can increase the quantity of your posts, or you can post the same amount and spend more time on each one to make them better to grow faster. Now, hopefully that's given you some clarity. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want more insights to grow your brand faster on Instagram, you go join my free Instagram course and weekly newsletter that I have linked below in the description. And I will see you next time.